haven't even opened my computer yet. Okie dokie. Damn, that's dirty again. Where's my cloth? Stupid phone is always dirty. You'd think I put my damn ear up to it and stuff. There. Hi. All right. Let me get myself organized here. See, look, what is this? I don't see this when I'm in the mirror until I get on here. I have like this dark spot here. It's horrible. I don't understand what it is. Hi. Wait, all right. Today is one of those days I'm trying to do too many things at once. I was just going to say, damn, I forgot to mute that. Okay. Hold on. Live chat. All right. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Witchy Woo. Sherry Bug, Long Hair, Skinny Eyed Toe, Steven, Lazy Dragon, Phelan, Linda, Nurturing Compassion, Renee, Witchy Susie Q. Hi, Chris. How are you? Earthy Phantom Seeker. My Monday keeps bearing gifts. Oh, no. That doesn't look like good gifts, does it? Hi, Alexa Joy. And Lene, hello. And Johnny Dragon is back. Hi, Danny. Silver Willow. Bella. Hi, Sherry. And Dee Dee's here. Hi, Dee Dee. And hi, Shauna. Okay, let me clean my glasses really quick. Look at it. I don't know what is that? See, now I have to look at it. It looks like I got punched in the eyeball. It's terrible. Hi, Em. Okay, so how many of you, honestly, and I want to see an honest answer. How many of you read chapter 2 of our book here, The Witch's Book of Self-Care? If you did, say yes. Damn it, I keep putting my fingers on my glasses as soon as I clean it. I have read the whole book. Okay, that's good. So there's one. Yes. Okay. You don't have to have the book, Shauna. We've put the PDF in the group, you silly girl. I actually have that book sitting right next to me. And hi, made it to a ton of your live chats. Yay. Hi, Kaylee. I didn't know we were reading a book. Whoops. That's okay. We're reading a book. Thank you, Bebow. Hi, Witchy Woo. That's okay. You haven't had time to read it yet? I haven't had time. All right, so far we have 2, right? Did I see 2? Hi, Sarana. You haven't missed anything yet. How many? I'm just trying to take a poll of how many people actually read chapter 2. And so far, I think I have 2 people. How many read the whole chapter? Because, all right, here's why. I started that same author's book, The Green Witch. I hear you. Okay. So here's why. First of all, the second chapter is really long. You did? Okay, it's not bad long. It's good long. But what I'm realizing, and now I'm like, shit, maybe I really need to look ahead. What I'm realizing is that a lot of the book is activities that you have to do in order to keep up and then they're great activities. Don't get me wrong. They're great self-care activities. But a lot of them are like spells and stuff to increase your self-care, which is awesome. I just don't know if it's going to translate really well to our self-care Sunday things. Because I'm like, so we could either like do all the spells together here, or we could like kind of take the idea of the chapter and talk about other self-care ideas and talk about the ideas that you can do. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, how you want to work it. Could get complicated a little bit, right? We could do some of them. I don't know if we could even do all of them because like there's, I think 5 or 6 spells in the second chapter alone that I'm like, oh shit, look at all the stuff that we'd have to do, which is okay again. And they're all really good. Like I've read them, most of them, although I didn't read all of it, I'll be honest with you. Because I was getting ready for Mabin, and then I was watching Steven's video, which, by the way, you guys, if you haven't seen Steven's video, he uploaded it tonight. It's hilarious. I love you, Steven. It's the 50 quick questions. He did Simon's VR to Simon's, which I plan on doing, and I was going to do today, and then I ran out of time. But it's hilarious. It's really funny. I love his answers. Mama, I found an awesome book called Goddess in the Bedroom. It's great daily care by Budapest. I like her. I might even have that book. I might. So we focused on one or two. If we focused on one or two, that'd be good. Sarana says, tell us the name of the spells in the Facebook group and we can vote on one. That's a good idea. Some you could lead, but others will be difficult to do together, right? That's true. Vote on a spell from each chapter and do it the following week. That's good. I could see that. And then talk about the kind of some of the ideas of the chapter. And, some more ideas that we add to it. I've done a lot of self-care work and a lot of shadow work stuff and that kind of stuff. So I have my own ideas when I'm reading through stuff, I'm like, oh, I could talk about this stuff that I've done. And so kind of a combination. So I will say one of the things that the book recommends is starting a self-care journal. And I've chosen this journal for me to do a self-care journal because I love this journal. It's really, really pretty and I haven't used it for anything yet. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to use a self-care. And I will tell you, to be honest with you, that I have someplace, I haven't found all of them, but I probably have 50 journals that I've started around the house that I have like the first 10 pages done out of. And then I always kind of wander and it kind of goes away. So I do have journals around the house, like a lot of them. Look at, I wish you guys could see. There is this little spider guy, and he must live in my tripod because he comes down. This is the second night that he's come down. Now, he didn't come down in my earlier one, but okay. I think voting would be a lot of fun. Come up with an idea to do with the group. Okay, we can do that. Cool. Debrief after doing the workings. That's a good idea. I'm not the only one. Of course not. I just ordered a lunar planner journal. Say that 3 times fast. A lunar planner. Nope. A lunar planner journal. That's really hard to say. I plan to use that one when Amazon brings it. Cool. Air signs and journaling don't seem to go so well. I know, because it just goes right out of my mind. But I will say that a lot of the things that she talks about in this chapter, specifically in chapter 2, are stuff that I have done before, like a vision board and that kind of thing. So we're going to talk about it. What worked, what was messy, what was relaxing, right? That's a good idea. So I was watching a tarot video and I saw where one term for the tower was great sex. For the tower card? Why would that be the tower card? I'm trying to think of any instance that I would describe great sex as the tower card. Breaking down boundaries. Okay, kinda. Breaking down boundaries, maybe. 5 and below have some great journals. Yes, they do. Even the Dollar Tree has some great journals. I've gotten journals from the Dollar Tree, a lot of them. Yes, vision board. Phallic, right? Sex for tower. I know, right? The screaming and the phallic symbol. Yeah, it could be. And like, I don't know where she got it from. Like I'm trying to build it, like breaking down barriers and walls. If you have really great sex, you kind of don't worry about like your self-consciousness stuff goes away. If you get pregnant, it could be a tower moment, right? Hi, Dad. You finished your besom. Yay. Hexen's been making a besom today, which is absolutely gorgeous. I hope you post a picture because it's beautiful. And weren't you going to go live? Except I was live too long, huh? Did I take up your time, Hexen? Now I feel bad. It's Gorgeous is Bessem. All right, that's a good idea. We'll do one kind of live ritual or spell working or something, sort of the sex after the argument, maybe. Yeah, it is kind of iffy still. I don't know. All right, so one of the things she did talk about was starting a self-care journal, and I do recommend that. I actually, it's okay, I'll go live eventually. Good, because I like when you go live. Everybody likes when you go live. I actually really enjoy keeping a self-care journal, even though I don't keep it for very long. Probably one of the sexy low scarabeo decks. Yeah, that could be. I decided to invest my time into the Bessem. Okay, cool. I will have to leave here in about 10 minutes to get Austin from robotics. That's okay, Shauna. I understand, sweetheart. So I don't know whether I should start with the journal. Hold on. Let's start with my notes for the chapter. Hey, Mama. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is doing great. That's okay. No big deal. Hi, Justin. Hi, Tara Apple. So my notes. Where's my glasses? Damn it. All right. So self-care chapter 2. Hi, Dana. I'm there as well. I don't know how I can ever stick to it. I know I just don't either, which is why the journals that I've started, I kind of like I keep it open-ended so I can do other stuff in it. So, you know, a self-care journal doesn't have to be the same thing all the time. I got things going on, so I'm just checking in. No problem, Justin. Oh, good. I hope good things. I hope. There are great journal prompts online for a subject journal. Yep, absolutely. Hi, Denise. So self-care, first of all, self-care is cascading. And what do we mean by that? If you start improving one area of your life with self-care, it helps all the other areas too. It kind of cascades down, right? It's a trickle-down theory that actually works. Unlike the financial things, trickle-down theory, financial stuff doesn't work. But this actually does. I'm a Virgo, and we're supposed to be all about journals and organizing, and I just get stuck with it, right? Absolutely. I have to read this tomorrow. I'm a morning person, so late day studying doesn't work for me. I hear you. I am fire. I'm not good at journaling either. I think you are or you aren't. Now, I love to write. I write stuff all the time. But sticking with one journal, I'm just not good at that. Okay, so the first thing, Jen, I sent you a message on Facebook. It tells you what's going on. Okay, that doesn't say it's good. Uh-oh. I hope it's okay. Should I go check it now? Are you all right? A self-care aspect I hardly ever do is to get regular checkups and see a doctor. I usually let things go and hate going to the doctor. That is a bad thing. That's true. What kinds of things do you put into a self-care journal? Good question. Okay. So first, let me back up and let's talk about your self-care goals. The first thing really that we need to do before we write anything in our self-care journals is to identify what our self-care goals are. So how do you do that? You have to first think about, what do you live for? What is your bliss? What makes you feel good? So in other words, what is the stuff when you get home from work or you get done with your day and you go, oh, this thing, I can't wait to be able to have the time to do this thing. That's your bliss. That's the stuff that you study in your off time, the stuff that you're constantly looking stuff up. So my bliss is this, right? My bliss is my witchy stuff and my channel and you guys. And that's, for me, that's my bliss. So in order to practice self-care, I have to think about how I incorporate my channel and my witchy stuff and you guys in my self-care. So it's about making more time for that. And the ultimate goal, as far as I'm concerned, is to take that thing, that bliss, that thing that makes you happy, and somehow figure out how to do that for a living. That's my self-care goal, is to figure out how to do that for a living. How can I quit my day job, in other words, and do that for a living? My stuff's in a binder so I can add to different, that's perfect, different chapters, right? Somebody's sleepy tonight. That's okay. I know I'm tired too. It's been a long day. So what gives your life purpose? Exactly. Spiritual study, growth, practice, perfect. We all need a life purpose. Exactly. Exactly. And that's okay, Marge. No big deal. You're good. One of the first ways that you can help yourself go towards that goal. I don't want to do my bliss for a living because I don't want to get sick of what I enjoy. I want it to be my escape. And that's okay, Sherry Bug. Absolutely. That is not for everyone. Like I can absolutely tell you that some people do not want to engulf their life with that bliss. You're right, because some people don't want to oversaturate themselves with it, right? I did some self-care today naturally. It was nice. I did my witchy crafts I've been putting off and I didn't have the supplies for it. Perfect. I painted my wand and drum. Ooh, pretty. I hope you posted pictures. I want to see it. So one of the first things that you can do, and this, guys, I'm telling you, I know this sounds kind of loopy, especially for the men. So Danny, Steven, who else do we have on here? Especially for the guys. I didn't see Pat yet, but is to make a vision board. And I know it sounds silly. I know, but it actually really does. I promise you, it really helps to have a vision board. Okay, so let's talk about what's a vision board. A vision board, yeah, oh, Trevor's on there. Yep, Trevor. Jack, good. Jack says he loves vision boards. Awesome. I write about your videos. Thank you, Dana. That was cute, too cute. Pat still at work. Okay. So a vision board is, I usually start with a poster board. You get a poster board at the Dollar Tree. You know, it's only $1 and it's a poster board. And then I go searching for stuff I want to put on my vision board. So what you want to look at, I keep looking for my glasses, which I think are up here. A vision board, the definition is a themed collection of images, quotations, and objects mounted on a flat surface. So that's the definition. You want to choose things that make you feel like striving towards your goal. So quotes that you've heard from books or from famous people or from your father or from your grandmother or whatever. Quotes that make you think, yeah, I can do this. I can get up off my ass and I can get this done. Images of stuff that you want to put on your board to say that is what I want. That's what I'm striving for. So when you see this, when you wake up in the morning, you see this inspirational board and you say, look at, these are all the things that I want to strive for. This is what makes me want to jump up out of bed and say, hell yeah, I'm going to try again today to move towards this goal. So hold on, let me see what I've missed. I'm sorry. I have vision binders. They're about 3 inches each. Perfect. I tried to motivate my butt outside to do some work, but not yet. I'm very skeptical about vision boards. That's okay. Skeptics are fine. I do them all the time in my book's shadows. Perfect. I know, you're so crafty, Jack. I can totally see you doing things like these. I used a lot from the Dollar Tree for my board. Also magazines, printouts. I pictured you on your run, right? That Shauna, yep. It's an inspiring collage, right? How do you set a goal? Well, like we said, you want to start with identify your self-care goals. What do you live for? So like I said, for me, it is this channel and stuff. So my goal, I've known my goal for a while. My goal is to make a living doing this, to be able to quit my full-time job and do this full-time and make my altar kits and do the stuff that makes me happy. Start my store, my witchy store, which I've wanted to do for years now, and be able to do that full-time. So on my vision board, I'm going to write quotes and stuff that talk to me about really getting up and getting stuff done. Your self-care goals could be you want to lose enough weight to feel good about yourself. You want to fit into your skinny jeans again. You want to do something with your life that you feel like you have made an imprint on someone. You want to find another source of income that will allow you to do some more of the things that you really like. Oh, it's pouring outside. So there's all kinds of goals that you can set that, how do you know they're self-care goals? It's something that will make you feel good about yourself. That when you accomplish this, you're going to go, hell yeah, I did that. I followed through and I got it done. You can search your Goodreads account to search and save quotes. Yes, I love my Goodreads account for that. I have tons of quotes in there. I will tell you, I also have, and I think I have it up. I do. Okay, so I keep a Pinterest board, which I'm going to give you the link to, which is called Favorite Quotes from Books. These are my inspiring quotes of, Jennifer has tons of books on Goodreads. Yes, I do. That's true. These are inspiring quotes from books or from, not all of them are books, but most of them I try to keep books on there. That make me want to, that make me feel good about myself, that make me want to get up and do things for myself. Also, you can journal and keep diary entries as if you lived the day and life you wanted. Yes, and that's really important, Marge. That's one of the things that I know sounds goofy again. Some people are like, why would you do that? You want to, it is never too late or too early. I love that one. I love that one. Goodreads. Yes, I will link my Goodreads account. Hang on, is it up? Yes, it is. What was I saying? Shit, I lost it. Squirrely. Is this going or what? Come on. I wonder if my kids are online, damn it. Profile. Come on. Profile. Come up. Wow, my internet is super slow. I think my kids are online. Hang on. Come on, you can do it. It's coming, I hope. Why isn't it coming? Hello? I'm doing profile up. Really? It's just not working. Okay. Oh, yes, it is. It just did. Okay. Here it is. I hope this... Hold on. I hope this doesn't... Does it have a share thing? I don't know. Here, I think this will work. Somebody will have to tell me if it actually works. That's my Goodreads account. So can you put objects on the board to represent things you work towards, like feathers to represent freedom? Yes, absolutely. Feathers. Yes, I love it. Be back soon. No problem, Shauna. I have a gratitude journal that I use that technique in. Perfect. Reading is a huge part of my daily self-care. Yes. So I need to follow Jen on Goodreads. Yes, yes, yes. Let me know if that works, guys. I don't know if it's going to work or not. My thing has been, I deserve to spend time making food that is healthy rather than whatever is fastest. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. The link works? Oh, yay. Okay, so there's my link. That's a really good one. Because it's so hard to do that, that actually spend time to make yourself something good. That's a tough one. Now, granted, I don't really cook, so I have to bug Peter to make me something, and then I have to actually take a portion of that and get it ready for the next day. Like tonight, tomorrow's my evening shift, so I don't know if I'll get to that or not. We'll see. Do a lot of skincare. Awesome. That's a good thing. Perfect. Oh, negative self-talk. I wanted to talk because I think something Sarana said jogged my memory. One of the biggest things we can do is stop negative self-talk. which is really hard to do. And it's more than just saying, you know what, I don't look good. Or, you know what, I think I'm being stupid. Or one that I do all the time, and I talked, when I say something, I'm like, oh, my memory is terrible. That's negative self-talk. I shouldn't be saying that. What I should be saying is, I'm going to be working on my memory, so hopefully I will get better at that. It's hard to remember to not do that, right? You have to put into your mind that things are the way they want you to be, because then that law of attraction stuff, that tells you that the universe, this is what you're trying to attract. Instead of saying, I want to win the lottery, which, you know, I do all the time, you need to act like you've already won the lottery. So it's coming. I won the lottery. When are you guys coming to move out? I'm starting my commune. And that's the energy I'm putting out there, like it's already happened, so that I'm attracting that back into my life, right? It's the hardest thing for me to quit doing. I've done it since I was a teenager. Good. Keep trying. It's not easy. I've only read the first chapter, and thanks to whomever posted the book. Yes, yes, yes. I don't mind spending time to make myself something healthy, but I don't want to clean up the mess. I'm so with you, Heather. I'm terrible at that. I incorporate self-care in my bullet journal. I also have bad negative self-talk. It is very hard to stop. It is, absolutely. That's hard for me because when I'm in that mind state, it sounds logical. I know. It's hard for all of us, for sure. If I wouldn't say it to a friend, I shouldn't say it to myself. That's right. If you wouldn't say to a friend, wow, that really looks horrible on you, don't look in the mirror and say, wow, I totally can see that 20 pounds I haven't given up yet. Don't do it. Look in the mirror and go, okay. Like I said, it's just a change of wording sometimes. Instead of looking at yourself and saying, wow, I look really fat in this, you can say, wow, you know what? This looks good, but if I continue on with my goal and lose that weight that I want to lose and feel more healthy, this will look even better. It's a hard change. It's hard to flip that, but you can. Witches should be excellent at self-care, but are we? That's right. The book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, is a super great one for changing that thought pattern. Mine is so bad, my therapist actually called it crazy. Oh no, Emma! I'm putting that on my board. Good. Look in the mirror every day and saying, I love you, even if you don't believe it at first. Yes, if you keep repeating it, suddenly your mind starts going, oh yeah, she loves herself now. So this is okay. I was lucky to learn that I needed to stop the negative self-talk when I was a teenager, and I'm still working on it 10 years later. We all have to work on it. None of us are perfect. We should all share Sabbath recipes. Yes, 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 for sure. Yes, Kelly Bear. Oh, she is great at the bullet journaling, right? Yeah, absolutely. Kelly Bear is good at that. I have a sticker on my mirror that I see every day that says, I love you. Perfect. What was the title of that book? This one? Our thoughts create our realities. We can either bless ourselves or curse ourselves. For sure. So stop downing yourself. Lift yourself up. They have some great one-sentence affirmations in here. So affirmations is another thing that we can put on our vision board, which really should be something that we look at every morning when we wake up that says, hell yeah, I want to get up and start the day because I want to do this. I want to be better today. One sentence affirmation, I'm allowed to make mistakes. So even when you go through that crappy day and you've like been a jerk today and stuff, instead of saying, you know what, you are a jerk, you can say, I'm allowed to make mistakes. It's okay. I'm allowed to make mistakes. Because what does that stop? That stops that revolution, that vicious circle that starts with, oh, you're such a jerk. I can't believe you were a jerk today. And then what happens? Then you feel more like a jerk. And then you're kind of a jerk to the next person. And then you're like, oh, I can't believe I was a jerk to that person again. I'm such a jerk. And it just keeps going and going and going and going. So instead of doing that, if you say, you know what, I'm allowed to make mistakes, that stops that process right in its tracks. And it says, okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm allowed to make mistakes. Let's move on from here and get better. I made a decision, one among many. It is past. I love that one. Okay, might have not have been the smartest move that I've ever made. But if you can say to yourself, I made a decision. Wasn't my best decision, but it's in the past now. Time to let it go. Right? Hi, Tange. Absolutely. If you're talking about the other one I mentioned, breaking the habit of being yourself. Yes, 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 yes. Make mistakes is how we grow. Absolutely. Looked uber yum. Yes, and how we learn. I will do better next time. I love that one because you know what? It's saying, okay, yeah, I did something wrong, but I'll do better next time. Now I know. Now I'm acknowledging this mistake. I'm looking at it and going, oh, yep, I did that. I can see it now and I can see where I went wrong. And next time I'm going to recognize it before I go down that road. I'm going to recognize it and say, oh, wait, I don't want to go down this road. Hold on. Let me stop myself. Think about where I'm at and choose a different choice. I am right where I need to be. I love that one. I am right where I need to be. Sometimes when things get really, really fast and we're trying to do too many things at once, me right before this video, we have to say, okay, calm down. You know what? If I have to go on, even though I haven't finished this chapter and stuff, I'm right where I need to be. So it's okay. We'll learn together. We'll get this. It's okay. I am enough. That's a huge one. Huge, 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 huge one. I am enough. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to be perfect. No matter how hard I strive, I'm never going to be perfect. But I'm enough. I'm enough. I have the power to change myself and my world. That one is hugely empowering. I have the power to change myself and my world. I have the power. Great gratitude practice. And I'll tell you, when I heard the last one, when I read the last one, I thought, again, I know it's funny. I've been sending a lot of people over to Tattooed Spirit. Jeff over at Tattooed Spirit. He talks about there's, and I don't know which talk it was, but he talks about there's a thing that happens in your childhood and it cuts off the ability to grow. And so it's like your parents tell you, no, you can't do that, or something happens, and I can't remember what it's called. I'm gonna have to go back and look at Jeff's videos. But it stops your growth, and it's very difficult to change that pattern in order to get yourself moving again in the direction of growth. It's hard to do. It's not an easy thing to do because it's ingrained in us from a certain age. I think it's like 7 or 8 years old. And if you can't get past that, then you're never going to change anything because your psyche is stopped there and saying, nope, we can't change anything because it's past this point right here. And he talks about how he does a specific thing because he does, what does he do again? Not hypnotist. I just want to say hypnotist. But he, can take you back into your psyche and does things to change that. You have failed. You have succeeded in finding one more way of how not to do something. That's a good one. That's a really good one. I need to find a hypnotist to imprint these affirmations into my mind, right? And I definitely believe, boy, I wish that I had the money to do that right now because I would totally hire Jeff. I think he's an amazing person. Regressive therapy, yes, it might be partly that, but he does even more than that. He's so good. I really, really wish I had the money to have him treat me because I think he's great. Hypnotherapist. I think that might be what he is. But he has that ability to change that. But we have the ability to change that. It's not easy, but we have the ability to look at our psyche and say, you know what? I'm not here. I'm not stuck here. I am not in a place that I have to stay right where I have been for this long amount of time. I'm in a new place and I can go in new directions. And I am giving myself permission to try out different things and say, I'm not going to stay exactly where I have been. His name is Jeff and his channel is Tattooed Spirit. I'm still drinking pomegranate juice and it's awesome. And he's amazing. He really is amazing. Yes, Tattooed Spirit. Tattooed with an ED, I think, at the end. I think. I might be wrong. Now I'm like, am I wrong? I always tell myself there's always tomorrow. And you can't do that because, thank you, Tattooed Spirit, yes. Because, so I got it in my head that I couldn't clean well enough, right? Yes. We cannot stop ourselves from doing that. In order to move forward, we have to tell ourselves that it's absolutely possible. What did I do with my pen? I had it in my, I put it right in front of me on the computer so I wouldn't lose it. In order to, I'm going to be 47 years old on Thursday. 47. In order to tell a 47-year-old that I still feel young, I still have a long way to go. I have a lot. I was saying earlier on my live earlier, we were talking about what I was going to do with stuff if I died, which I know can kind of be a morbid subject. Thank you, Heather. That must be Jeff's channel, right? I love him. But I was telling myself that I have a long way to go. I don't intend on dying anytime soon. Thank you, Stephen. There it is. I have no intention of dying anytime soon because I have so much left to do. I feel like I have a ton left to do. So I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted to plan ahead just in case something happens because none of us ever know. But I have no intention of going anywhere. I am going to do what I need to do, and I am going to change the things that I need to change. And as far as I'm concerned, I still haven't gotten to the point where, when you tell yourself when you're a kid that this is what I want to be when I grow up, I still haven't gotten to that point yet. So I have a whole lifetime left to live. As far as I'm going to be living till I'm 110 because I got that much more to do. I think acknowledging where these limited beliefs originated, yes, is the first step in recognizing it isn't true. And you can begin to break down those beliefs and replace them. Those limiting beliefs with something that you can do. I think all of them are. Absolutely all of them. Okay, so how many of you have a journal that you want to dedicate tonight? Did any of you bring a journal? Or it doesn't have to be a pretty journal. It can be the last 2 years, Matt's been taking me through them. Yes, Sarana, Matt is awesome at that. And I think Matt, when I really melded with her, that's when I started my channel, I think. So absolutely, she's awesome at that. She's sometimes a little harsh with it because she's like, you are not going to limit yourself. You have a long way to go. But for me, that totally was the kick in the ass that I needed to keep, like, she propelled me forward if she had to kick me the whole way, but she definitely didn't. Awesome. And you have a candle. Awesome. And if you don't have a candle and you don't have incense and stuff, that's okay. You can borrow the energy of mine. That's what we're going to be doing. So in the end of the first chapter was this little ritual to dedicate your journal to self-care, which is on page 30 if you have the book in front of you. So it's a good idea to cleanse and bless your journal and call them to their intended purpose. So that's what our point of doing this is. So I have somewhere, yep, I have a lighter. Okay. Perfect. Sometimes I'm afraid of not being able to live up to the expectations of one of your goddesses. I think as long as you are trying, Sarana, as long as you are truly doing the best you can, the goddesses are not like that. They are not like, oh, you did the best you can, and you know what? You fell short, so you lose. They're not like that. They might kick you in the ass all the way up a hill, but they do that knowing that you can make it. As long as you're trying and you're truly putting yourself out there, I think you're fine. Don't be scared. Thank you. Gods and goddesses. Netjuru is the Egyptian gods plural. Thank you. I did not know that. I knew I had heard that word, but I did not know that's what it was. Okay. So I have here, I chose a candle that goes from dark blue to white. Just because in my mind, there's stages of self-care. And so when I dedicate this journal, I want it to do all the stages. And I went to get my regular incense that I love, which it must be upstairs. And I realized that my husband has used almost everything of incense I have. I had a whole lot. So I'm like, I'm going to beat him. But so this is one that happened to be spare. And I think it actually might be the stuff that I love. You know, my India Temple incense. So that's what I have. A candle, incense, matches or lighter, your new notebook. Okay, center and ground. Ready? Not prepared. That's okay. No problem. Fresh composition book. Perfect. Take a deep breath. Let's take a couple. Whew, that felt good. Okay. You feel Mama Earth come up and grab you and just pull you right down. Yeah. Okay. Center and ground. Perfect. Light the candle and the incense. Here we go. Candle. And the incense, which sometimes takes a minute longer. Perfect. Okay. Sit or stand in a relaxed way, eyes closed, and let yourself be in the moment for a minute. Ready? Here we go. Oh, there's that smell. Even if you didn't light your own incense, just breathe in the smell of the incense, your favorite incense that you love. And know that this space is now spiritual because that energy that I have built now, I am lending to you. That smells amazing. Okay. Pick up the notebook and pass it over the candle and then through the incense. And we want to say, I cleanse you of negative energy. So that's what we're going to do. I cleanse you of negative energy. And I'm putting it through both the incense and the candle flame. I cleanse you of negative energy. And for me, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to do the front a little bit. If you feel like just one side of it is enough, that's okay. If it works for you, right? It works. Just going to do a couple different pages here and flip through a little so that it's the whole book. I feel like it has gotten that energy. And if you don't have your candle and your incense, wave it over whatever you're watching on, and that is going to imbue that energy in there. You'll have to watch it back. It's okay, Shauna. That energy cleanses and imbues your book with that cleansing negative energy. There is no negative energy that is going to be allowed to stay in this book. There's no negative energy going to be allowed in this book. We are writing nothing negative in this book. It's all going to be for positive affirmations, positive self-care routines, positive new stuff. You don't have to have a new journal. Even start it with a piece of paper. That's okay. Makes me extra sleepy. That's all right. Then you're going to hold your book. Close your eyes. Take a few slow breaths. And again. May this book encourage me to value myself. Say it back with me. Don't get too close to the candle and burn your journal. That's true. Yep, take them into your new notebook later, for sure. Okay, repeat back after me. May this book encourage me to value myself. May this book encourage me to value myself, to care for myself as I deserve, to care for myself as I deserve, and to celebrate myself, and to celebrate myself. It is my friend and my support. May it be so. It is my friend and my support. May it be so. Blessed be. And remember that what goes along with that is you're losing the guilt. There's not going to be any more guilt with doing self-care. As human beings, sometimes we have taken on a whole lot of other projects, a whole lot of other people's projects. There's my little spider. Hi, buddy. Me, I take care of my aunt. My dad may be coming, and then I'm going to have to take care of my dad again, too. There is nothing wrong with being able to take some time out for your self-care. Your own self-care needs to come up in your routine someplace. It has to, because an empty cup cannot pour out anything, right? Don't forget to cleanse your pen as well with your candle and incense, just as you did with the journal. Absolutely. If you're going to use the same pen all the time, use the same pen. I cleanse it of all negative energy. I want it to only be used for great self-care. Oh, shit. Am I stopped? Am I stopped? Am I? Oh, no. Now I'm on a commercial trying to get myself back. Love that YouTube does this to me. My grass spider survived vacuuming. Woohoo! Good. Oh. Justin, are you okay? You just have other stuff going on, right? That's my guess. Unless it's something that you need to talk about with us. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, so that is the dedication to just dedicate your journal to self-care. And there's nothing wrong. There's no guilt process involved with doing some self-care for yourself. I said to, and I need to check it now. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry, I had to check a message. Hang on. Hi, Pat. No problem, Sherry. I'm sorry you feel like that, Justin. And I know, I feel like I'm going to be doing some workings for you too. And I feel bad. I'm sorry that I can't help you out more than I have. But know that we're here. And breathe. Keep breathing. In and out. Okay. And if you want, I can talk to you more about it when I'm done. Okay. So let's talk about the rest of the chapter. There's a lot of different rituals in here, and I'm going to explain the different rituals real quick because then we're going to vote on which one to do next time, okay? If you're unsure of how to start your journal, start with taking notes from these videos to have in your journal. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I actually, oh, you know what? Where are they? They're upstairs. I have, Stephen, if you can, my brain, because I'm making my memory better. Try to remind me at some point. I will try to put my cards with this book. I have journal self-prompt cards that were super cheap on eBay, and I will try to get you the link too. that are really good for journaling. And each card gives you a different prompt, which is really good. And I'll try to put them with the book. Okay. So there is a daily 5-minute self-care routine. You're supposed to start your self-care routine, start off the day. And I know what I wrote on here is you should be able to give yourself 5 minutes a day, right? That should be the way we do things is wake up and give ourselves 5 minutes. Now, I will tell you that I have a very hard time doing it as soon as I wake up. There is something that, and now my son is messaging me. Let me check really quick, guys. Sorry, because there was a fire on my son's street, and they were blocking off the whole street. Apparently, it was IEDs that caused the fire. Oh my God! So they were blocking off my whole son's street. And he just sent me the link of a news program that talks about IEDs. Oh my God. That's so scary. Get some sleep. Self-care is important. Oh, hold on. I just want to text him and say I'm live. I'll message him back. I'm live, but holy shit. I will message you when done. Done. Scary. An IED is a explosive device. You know what? I can't remember what they call it. An improvised explosive device. It's some asshole making bombs in his house. And it's like literally, Frank said that he couldn't go anywhere last night. They actually thought about getting a hotel room, but they have a German Shepherd puppy who's really cute and sweet, and they wouldn't have been able to take her. And he was like, nope, I'm just going to hang out here. And hope that we're okay. And I'm like, Frank, oh my God. I know, really scary. Yeah, and improvised explosive device. Yeah, it freaking scary as hell. Anyways, I have a really hard time doing my 5 minutes early in the morning. Because for me, doing that means I have to wake up 5 minutes earlier, and I love my sleep. So if I know that, that's why I take my showers at night. I don't take my showers in the morning, because I want as much sleep as I can. An old lady died 6 years ago, a block away from me. I hate to go off topic. I'm sorry. My morning 5 minutes is my daily draw. There you go, Pat. That's a self-care routine right there. Awesome. For me, if I have to set my alarm a little earlier, I know that, high five ADH brain. I know, it's terrible. I just am like, hell no. I will do everything the night before so that I can get more sleep. I will go until the last possible minute. I will keep pressing snooze until the last possible minute. It just is. That's the way it is. I'm terrible. So if you are like that, you may need to find a different time. For me, right before bed is my 5 minutes. It's really the best time for me is right before bed because I'm more of a night person. But you have to find, and the point is to try to get a routine where you try to do this the same time every night. And yes, of course, you can ask a Mavin question. As a matter of fact, while you're typing out your Mavin question, I am going to tell you that, yes, my oldest son, he lives in Boston. Well, it's Fitchburg is where he lives, which is outside of Boston. And he really scared the shit out of me because he texted me about that. He showed me the news program about it. And then he said, I really kind of want to go get a hotel room because apparently 2 years ago, the Boston Fire Department came to a gas explosion or something, and they didn't turn the gas off right, so it exploded like a whole street or something. And he's like, so they don't really have a great track record at this. And self-care tip, doing a daily card pull and watching what others get on YouTube as well. That's true. That's good. And so I was like, oh my God, you mean your whole street might blow up? And he's like, yeah, I can see the flames from here. And I'm like, stop it, Frank, you need to go. You know how parents are. We're like flipping out. And I'm like, Frank, just make sure you're safe. And I hate that he's so far away, you know, but he's 27 now. I've got to stop it. Okay. So yes, coffee is my morning routine, and then I write my daily affirmations and I watch everyone's dailies. I have to say, I love everyone's dailies. I'm so bad with watching them because I sleep in way too late, and so I have to do it when I get to work, and it depends on what kind of day I have at work. Not to mention the Boston Marathon, I know, right? But because it's a busy day, sometimes I don't have 5 minutes until lunchtime. So then I try to catch up if I can on dailies, but I feel terrible because there's so many of you guys that do them, and you do them great. I just love them. Steven, he does a daily that I just love when I get to catch it. I love it. And Pat does a daily that I just love when I'm able to catch it. And Shauna does a daily tarot draw. So a lot of people, in order to help their learning of tarot, have done daily tarot draws, and or just for other people, and they talk about what the card means and what you can expect today and that kind of stuff, and it helps a lot of people out. And I love watching your guys' stuff. I really do. I feel terrible that I can't watch all of you all the time, because I want to support all your channels all the time. I feel terrible, but I know you guys understand that, and I know I do try to, like, if I haven't seen Steven's for a while, I'll watch him a couple days. If I haven't seen Shauna's for a while, I'll watch him a couple days. Okay, how do you dry out acorns so you can store them for future rituals? A few of mine from Llamas molded. Okay, so I will tell you, you can do one of two things. You can either put them in something that is not airtight. So when I pull in my acorns, I put them like in a dish or something, and I save them out in the open, because that way their moisture can naturally vaporize away. Or you can bake your acorns. You can make them into acorn bread. That's true. You can bake your acorns, though, and that will take out the moisture. You bake it on low heat for a long time. So when you're drying something out, like herbs, like acorns, you put it on the lowest setting you have. Usually it's like 175, 200 or something, and leave it in there for like an hour. And that should pull as much of the moisture out of there as you can. Or, like I said, with mine, I don't bother to bake them. I just put them in an open dish, and that way, if you put them in a closed container, that airflow doesn't get to them and they end up rotting. Same thing with, there's a lot of things like that I have learned. Thistles have a ton of moisture in them, so when you're like now, I need to go down and get some. Well, there probably, hopefully, still is some. When you cut your thistles for the year, same thing, leave that container open. I dry my stuff in a gas oven with just the pilot light, no other heat until they are dried out. That's good. Yep, lowest setting for sure. Collect dandelion wishes before the snow flies, right? Yay, happy Mabin. Can you use a dehydrator? With acorns, I'm not sure. With other herbs, you definitely can. But something like a nut that has a hard shell, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. That's a good question, though. That's how I save my dandelions. I turn them flour down, right? How long should you leave them out until they are dry if you don't use the oven? I don't know. I just don't ever put them in closed containers anymore, because they're fine. It's not like they go stale, or you can use them still for everything. Although, I don't know, if you're using them for acorn bread, I don't know if they would go stale that way, because, I don't eat my acorns. I never put them in a closed container. So I'm not sure. Probably couldn't hurt them. Yeah, I don't think it would hurt them. I'm not sure if it would dry them out either. I'm not positive. That's a good question, but I don't know that one. So I'm sorry. What do you mean mama squirrel doesn't eat her acorns? I know, right? I've never heard of making bread. I have heard of people eating them, when they're out and about. I just have never really tried one, to be honest with you. Here's a tip, you guys. I heard if you can wash feathers in woolite. I use for my feathers so I know they don't have mites on them and stuff, because I get feathers for my chickens. I use half, my puppy eats them before I can collect them. I use half hydrogen peroxide and half distilled water in a baggie, and I leave it in there for a week. And then you can take them out and dry them flat. And if they aren't fuzzy anymore, we are off topic. Yep. Peroxide and water. Exactly. And if they aren't fuzzy anymore, you can boil some water and put them over the steam of the water, and it gets them to be nice and fuzzy like they were before. Okay. Self-care. Thank you, Shauna, for getting us back on track. I'm not squirrely at all. I knew it was going to be a bad day, though, because if you saw my earlier live, I was really squirrely in that one, too, so I'm sorry. You know what? I haven't taken an afternoon pill. That doesn't help. Really doesn't help. Okay, so there is a 5-minute self-care routine suggestion. And this is not really a spell. But what it says is wake up, stretch, suggested yoga poses you can do without leaving your bed. Child, cobra, cat, cow, and pigeon. Sit cross legs and close your eyes. Breathe deeply and run your awareness over your body. Is there anywhere that hurts, that feels off, that might need extra attention today? So that's a good thing. I teach that in Reiki too. You do a self-care scan. So you kind of scan your body mentally from the top of your head all the way down through all your muscles and say, okay, is there anything going on? Nope, no migraine today. That's good. How about my forehead? Nope. Eyes. Yep, they're all right. My eyes feel a little strained today. I might need to think about that. Your nose, go all the way down through, all throughout your extremities, all the way down through the tips of your toes to do a self-scan. And you'll get faster at it. It takes a while at first, but you'll get faster at it so you don't forget anything. You got to kind of go through everything. Then get up, drink a glass of water with awareness. That's a huge thing. Drink a glass of water with awareness. So do you guys know what that means? I can down a glass of water in 2 seconds. When I'm watching TV, I'm doing something else, I'm thinking about it. When you're thinking about it, when you do that with awareness, you're going to say, I am drinking this water. This is healthy for me. I'm rehydrating every cell in my body. So as you're drinking this, you're going, yes, I want this water to go every place it needs to be. All of this water is going to go to every cell that needs more hydration. And so that will help you to do that mindfully. I have to do that because I wake up sometimes with pains I didn't have when I went to bed. Absolutely. Notice the sensation of the liquid in your mouth, the muscles moving as you swallow. Add intent to your water. Yes, absolutely. Bonus points, add lemon for protection and vitality, which I love lemon water. I always add lemon to my water. Mentally review your schedule for the day, perhaps while you have your first cup of coffee or tea. I love my morning tea. Take a moment to open your mind and accept your upcoming tasks. Don't go into detail about how you'll execute them. Just accept that they are on the list of things to do. I wonder if I could do this in the morning. I might try to do this in the morning because usually, I'll be honest with you, I start my morning tea water. I turn the TV on to see what the idiot has done overnight. It sounds terrible, but we are in the day and age where I do kind of worry sometimes that if I don't turn the TV on in the morning, he will have done something like started a war and I didn't know about it. It's terrible. I really need to take the time not to worry about what the idiot has done. I know it's awful. I know. Maybe while brushing your hair or teeth, right? It's terrible. Be one with your water. I love it. I know it's so bad for you, but if it was somebody else in the office, I probably would be a lot better. But I do feel like, oh my God, I slept, 6.5 hours. What has he done now? He does. It's terrible. It's terrible. I can't wait till we get rid of him. We have to get rid of him this time, please. I really try not to do politics, guys, but he is scary. He is very scary. It's terrible. It's tough, but sometimes you got to take a breather from the news. I know, and I do. I don't. My husband, he will have it on for 6 hours a day. I'm like, okay, I'm going upstairs to watch right now. Like, it depends on what I'm watching. Right now, I'm rewatching Once Upon a Time. I love that show. Usually, at least once or twice a year, I'm rewatching Buffy and Angel. So I can't even think about news. Yep, I know. I'm the same way. I hate the news, but I feel like I have to watch. I do. It's horrible. Hi, Jose. Lanaya's Corner has a great video, Enchant Anything. Oh, that's good. Cool. Thank you. Same reason I subscribe to his tweets. Me too. I do too. I make myself, it like notifies me when he tweets. It's terrible. I can't believe it. But first of all, with this president, that's the only way you know what he's talking about. Because he doesn't have press conferences or anything. Angel, I know, right? Buffy and Angel. I love my Buffy and Angel. I own both of them, all the seasons now. Actually, that's what my daddy got me for my birthday, was the entire complete set of Angel, which now I'm like, yay, now I'm going to start Buffy again so I can watch both. All right. I'm going to get off the Buffy and Angel thing. Okay. Mentally review your schedule today. Choose an affirmation for your day based on your physical body scan, your upcoming schedule for the day, and your general mood. Affirmations like, I am enough, I meet challenges with grace, and I am capable are all purpose statements, but it's preferable to tailor your affirmation to your needs. Okay. So authenticity, there's a spell to help recognize the real you. Here's a spell to help with insight into who you are so that you can more easily embrace yourself. So that will be one of the choices. I can't stand Sarah Michelle Gellar. Really? I have to say, I watched Angel first. I am enough. I am capable. I watched Angel first. So I didn't, every time they talk about Buffy, I'm like, who is this blonde bimbo that he talks about once in a while that is the love of his life or whatever? Because I was like, whatever. And when I watched Angel, Spike was on the cover of the DVD that I had. And Spike doesn't really show up until like way late in Angel. He's all throughout Buffy, but he doesn't show. And I was like, who is it that they have on the cover, that this blonde guy that they have on the cover that he doesn't really show up? Now, after watching it, I don't know, probably 30 times, I know that he shows up in the first season briefly, but I know I love Spike. I do too. Okay. Terrible. Jennifer Love Hewitt Bays with a tiara on. That's awesome. I loved Spike too. He was the best. I think Buffy totally should have chosen Spike. But anyways, okay. So that'll be one of the choices is authenticity, a spell to help recognize the real you. There'll be a choice for journaling, exercise, sensory gratitude, seasonal gratitude, daily gratitude. Wow, there's a lot here. Holy crap. And it keeps going and going and going and going and going. There's like 12 different spells in the second chapter. Finally, that's it. Whew. That's a lot. All right, maybe we'll split it up a little. I will post into the group a couple different ones. Harry Potter has some great quotes. I have read some absolutely amazing books, and my favorite quotes from books, that board on my Pinterest, a lot of them are from books that I have read. And you'll see probably that there's, like, you can tell when I reread a book that there's a lot of quotes from that one book. How's my candle doing? Good still. Okay. Like I have a bunch I know in here from yeah, I can't even think of the name of the movie right now that I read the book first. A Wrinkle in Time. There's a bunch from A Wrinkle in Time all together at once. There's a bunch from, because then when the movie came out, I was like, oh, I love this. Join us for Tarot Tuesday. Yes, tomorrow is Tarot Tuesday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, because I work till 7:30. A Wrinkle in Time is really good for some of those self-affirmations. There's a bunch from Tom Petty. When Tom Petty died, I took a lot of his songs, and I have a bunch from that. Gotta wait to finish setting up my new Fitbit low battery. I hate that. I hate that I don't pay enough attention until my battery's dead. And then I'm like, shit, it didn't record all night. There's a bunch from Maya Angelou. Then there's a bunch from Paulo Coelho. For Everything You Gots to Do. That's right. I love Paulo Coelho. The Alchemist we were reading from, which I promise you I will finish. I will very soon. I'm hoping maybe I wish I could figure out, never mind. I wish I could figure out how to record at the Murderville office that I have to go to on the evening shift, because I have lots of time then, but I don't think I can really record in there. And Cheryl, what's her name? Cheryl Strand. I know I have a bunch from Cheryl Strand. She has the book Wild, which they also made into a movie. And there's some really great, I love the Cheryl Strand quotes. They're awesome. Total Potter Nerd, absolutely. Gotta wait to finish. Yep. Read it. Yep, absolutely. I just bought that trilogy at the thrift store. What a good one. Practical Magic has some beautiful quotes. Yes, absolutely. I overdid it today on self-love, 4 miles and an hour workout. Woo, be careful, honey. Murderville, is that a real town? No, I forget that I don't talk to all of you daily, but when I go to an office in the middle of the city. When I have to go to the evening shift, it's at an office in the middle of the city, and I'll be honest with you, it's like right on the street that most of the shootings happen all the time. So when our news comes out and it's like, oh, there's another shooting today, it was on Hobart Street, or it's always on. It's like right near where this clinic is that we go to do mammo images. So yes, absolutely. There's my Pinterest right there. Yay. And I think it's down in the info too. And so I joke and I say, oh, I have to go to Murderville tonight, because that's literally like in the waiting room. We're behind bulletproof glass, and you have to have a code to get in the door that we're behind. But there has been, this guy pulled out a huge machete knife, like, was it last year, I think, or the year before? There's in the waiting room, literally like outside the glass. And I almost got in trouble because this old woman backed right up to our door, and technically we're not supposed to open our door. But this woman backed right up, and the guy with the machete was on the other side of the waiting room. So he was probably like 25 feet away, and I opened the door and pulled the old woman in and shut the door again. And they were going to try to write me up and stuff, because I told you in a live, because I was going to save this woman. And I was like, well, write me up if you need to, but I would do it again. And not that I would put everyone else at risk, but I was not going to let this poor little woman get stabbed by this weird crazy guy if I knew I could open it and shut it at this, without him coming closer. I just couldn't do that. I don't know what and I said to my boss, if they need to write me up, they need to write me up. Because I'm not going to say I won't do that again. I will. Too bad. But they didn't write me up. They still tell me technically especially that's why it's there. That's why that locked door thing is there, and you're not supposed to open it if there's a thing. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I wouldn't have done it if it had been like a gun and we would have gotten shot or something, but it was a machete and he was far enough away that I knew I could pull her in and shut the door again. I don't know what to tell you. I would do it again. Just is the way I am. Goodreads. Yes, I will put my Goodreads in the information. I will. I know I was super squirrely tonight, guys. And part of it is because that Mabin energy is still kind of running through me. And I didn't have time to read the whole thing. And then I was like, shit, look at how much stuff there is to do. Chapter 2, we have the entire PDF in the description of this. Oh, in the files in our group, in our Facebook group. So look over chapter 2. I will put some suggestions of what we want to do next week. And then we'll kind of pick that ritual and then talk about suggestions of how to improve that. Okay. And journal prompt cards, I will bring them out next week because they're super cheap. And we can maybe even make our own. I think they were under $5 though. And I'll try to give you the link for that too. I cried and designed tarot cards all last night. Did you? I think I need to make a cuppa and spend a day relaxing and reading your Pinterest boards. Oh yeah, you'll need a day. At least. I know I have a lot of boards on there. Yep. I love nights like this where it's all over and it flows fun, right? Me too. It has been nice. A week. Yeah, I know. You do need a lot of time. I have lots of boards on there. I've spent, I don't know, probably a good 4 or 5 years building up my Pinterest boards. So more than a day. I still haven't read all her boards yet. Yeah. I got the 300 More Writing Prompts book from Target for $10. That's awesome. Yeah, this whole card set was under $5, I think, on eBay. So I'll try to find it and post it. Because it's really good journal prompts. I like them. Absolutely. I know. It is quite an extensive Pinterest page. It really is. And I don't know. It just is. You're welcome. I love you guys. I'm sorry I was so squirrely tonight. It just is a lot. Try to have some kind of journal. Dollar Tree has get some paper and staple some paper together and decorate the front cover. You don't have to have a fancy journal. You can get a composition notebook, whatever you want. But try to start one because it's good for you to journal and then vision board. I will try to do my vision board by next Sunday, by this Sunday. Ooh, this Sunday. I'll still try, even though it's my birthday week. Yes, I will. Absolutely. And then so I can show you my vision board. I'm going to have quotes on there and pictures of stuff and absolutely. So no negativity, only positive. That's right. And our candle's doing really well. So yay. Yeah, I'm going to go contact my son and see what's what and see what the heck this thing's. I can't believe somebody was making a damn bomb right next to him. Happy birthday. Thank you. I'll be on before my birthday, definitely. Because, well, I'll be on tomorrow for Tarot Tuesday. And I'll be honest, I might not be on Thursday and Friday. I'll try to, but I have the day off. So I will come on at least once Thursday. Because I know a couple things that my husband's giving me. Because I hope he doesn't watch this, but he is such a kid. He cannot stop himself. He has to tell me what he gets me. So I have a package sitting over here, and he asked me during the last live if I wanted to know what it was, and I said, no, it's only Thursday. Just let me wait until Thursday, and then I'll see what it is. Well, he told me anyways, and it's like a life-size witch that can sit here and talk or something, and he's like, you can use it on your next live, and I'm like, what? So Thursday, I'll definitely at least do a live with my new witch so you can see what it is. I love him. All right. I love you guys so much. I've been on for over an hour and squirreling out really bad tonight. So I'm sorry I was squirreling out tonight. I had to drive 8 hours by myself to get my anniversary present. Oh, that's terrible. That's an awful anniversary present. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Tarot Tuesday. It is the Ace of Wands. So make sure if you have favorite Ace of Wands cards, make sure you put them in the event page so everyone can see your favorites, okay? Uh-oh, Luna's here. I'm doing my thing around. Before more on the channel name will change eventually. Yes, but same awesome content. Exactly. And I'll let you know before I change it. For sure. And I swear I saw it went back to top chat. Ah! I restarted it and it went back to top chat. I've been missing some of the damn chat. I was going to say, I swear, I just saw Hexen say something or someone say something, and now I'm not seeing it here, and it's because it went back to top chat when I had to reload it. Damn it. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for Tarot Tuesday. Good night.